All right, guys. Hello. Welcome back to the Healthy Hefty Gut Club. I'm Andrea O'Callaghan, and I'm here today to do part 3 of our Do I Need to Go on a Detox? Sorry, guys. I have my webcam all slid over, and I don't know why. I'm just going to fix that. Apologies for all the craziness. Okay, that's better. All right, so part 3 of Do You Need to Go on a Detox? So just as a quick recap, we covered that going on a formal detox is really unnecessary. It can actually be, too strong for our bodies. We want to tap into our body's natural detoxification methods and just support our body in doing what it knows how to do best, right? So we have covered the gut and the liver. We did the liver first, as it's the main organ of detoxification. And then yesterday we covered the gut. If you haven't seen those videos, they're in the group. Just go into the media tab and underneath the videos files, that's where you'll find those. So if you didn't make any of these videos before, you can just go into the group and take a look and get yourself caught up. But today we're going to be going over the other 2 systems in the body outside of the liver and the gut that actually also facilitate the detoxification process. So those 2 systems are the kidneys and the lymphatic system. So the kidneys probably makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, if you take in any water-soluble toxins, you just pee them all out, right? But the gut and the liver facilitate the process whereby if there's any chemicals or, the bad fats, those trans fats or other Franken fats, as I like to call them, like Frankenstein, if you have any of those compounds in your body, the gut and its microbiome and other processes within the body kind of do a little bit of work on those toxins so they don't get stuck in the body. And a lot of these toxins, once they're conjugated, which means other compounds, other vitamins, other minerals, other compounds within the body are stuck onto the toxin. So that's what conjugation is. So when the body conjugates these toxins, oftentimes they pass out through the kidneys and we pee them out, right? So we want to make sure that the kidneys are not overwhelmed and they don't get backed up, just like the gut and the liver can get when we're very toxic. So to support the kidneys in this detoxification process, there's a few simple things we can do. And basically the easiest one is drinking lots of good, clean water. If you're going to be flushing out these conjugated toxins through the kidneys in the urine, you want to make sure that there's enough water, right? Water is the medium, the basis for all of the liquid that the kidneys use to flush out any compounds in the body. So we want to make sure we're well hydrated and you want to be having good, clean water. Tap water is really not okay. There's so many compounds in tap water. I mean, chlorine alone can be really hard on the body. Just picture it, your city adds chlorine to its city water to kill any of the microorganisms that may be in the water. So you're safe and you get clean drinking water. But if you drink this tap water, you're also drinking the chlorine. And if the chlorine is going to kill the bugs in the tap water, it's going to kill the bugs in you. So it can be one of the major ways in which we actually do damage our microbiome. So you want to get a good water filter. I mean, a Brita, a charcoal filter, carbon filter, those filters are great. They'll take out the chlorine. If you want to go a step above and you want to filter out even more things out of the water, different compounds that could be found in tap water, you may want to invest in a bigger filter, something nicer and better. I'm not going to go into here all the different kinds of water filters that there are, but if you're watching this video and you're curious, you need like some more information on filtering your water and, the gold standard, then the middle of the road, different types of filters you can get, just reach out to me and I can give you a resource with filters and some more information on that. But bottom line is to support the kidneys with their function, you really want to make sure that you have lots of hydration going on. So drink your water. For women, of our age, it's recommended to drink 64 to 80 ounces of water a day. So make sure you're getting your water. Super, super important. And, you don't even have to be guzzling down loads and loads of glasses of water. You can also be eating, water-filled foods, right? Things that have a lot of crunch to them usually are filled up with lots of good water. So think about things like cucumbers, watermelon, lettuce, celery, any kind of water-based crunchy vegetables. They're very supportive of kidney function as well. Another tip too, the kidneys love unsweetened cranberry juice. They're somewhat diuretic action, cranberries. So if you can drink unsweetened cranberry juice, because remember, we want to stay away from that extra added sugar, then unsweetened cranberry juice is another supportive thing that you can do for your kidneys. So that really covers, all the kidneys really need, just water really, or cranberry juice if you want to add another supplement in there. But the next thing that we're going to talk about is the lymphatic system. So the lymphatic system is, that circulatory system outside of our blood vessels that bring the lymph fluid around the body. So if you have a cut, for example, and you notice, after the bleeding stops, you may notice like a clear liquid that exudes out of the cut. That's your lymph fluid, and really it's made up of some different liquids in your body: water, white blood cells, things like that. It's a huge piece of the immune system, but it's also a huge piece of the detoxification system. So if you want to support the lymphatic fluid and flowing around the body and helping your body to pick up and clear out those toxins that we pick up, then there's many things that you can do. The easiest thing to do is sweat, right? When we sweat, we move the lymphatic fluid around the body. We help, bring toxins out to the pores, and we can literally sweat out a lot of these toxins. So exercise is a great way to get your sweat on. But if you're not really feeling the exercise piece, you can also hop into the sauna and, have a nice hot sauna and get your pores open and let that sweat come. Another thing that you can do, excuse me, is to do something like to move the upper layers of the skin, right? So I don't know if you've ever heard of dry skin brushing, but that's a really great technique to help move the lymphatic fluid around the body. So dry skin brushing is when you take a specialized brush, so it's like a dry bristle brush, and you brush the skin. You brush the skin all over the body towards the heart. So you think of your arms, you want to come up towards the heart. The legs, you're brushing in an upward direction. And then when you get to your torso, you come all the way towards the heart with the brush. So brushing your body in this way before you get in the shower is a really good way to move that lymphatic fluid around and support the body's detoxification process. I like to do my dry skin brushing right before I get in the shower, because the dry skin brushing, just by its nature, is really nice and exfoliating for the skin. You can do your dry skin brushing, then you can hop into a shower, and that's another really good way to support the detoxification process. The final way that I love to support my lymphatic system is by getting a nice hot bath with Epsom salts. So Epsom salts are magnesium based, and they allow the transport, again, of the lymphatic fluid around the body, and they support the detoxification process. So I like to put 2 cups of Epsom salts into a nice hot steamy bath and soak in that for a minimum of 20 minutes. So those are some things that you can do to support the other 2 systems in the body that do the detoxification. And really, now that we've covered the gut and the liver, the kidneys, and the lymphatic system, we've covered most of the main ways that our body does detoxifying. So I hope you found this little quick video series informative. And if you have any questions or any other tips or tricks that you'd love to share with me and with the group, that would be amazing. So please reach out. Love to hear from you. And I hope everybody is enjoying their time in the Happy Healthy Gut Club. Okay, take care for now. Bye.